Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Machines Visit. But before we begin, here's something most people don't realize. Every single year, the United States produces millions of pounds of kale, quietly turning this once overlooked leafy vegetable into one of the most powerful symbols of the modern superfood movement. And what's even more surprising, this plant actually becomes sweeter after surviving freezing temperatures. Yes, frost doesn't kill it, it transforms it. That resilience is exactly what pushed kale from a simple farm crop to a nationwide obsession. Today, we're not just looking at a vegetable, we're uncovering an entire industry built around it, from its ancient origins to massive American farms, and from there into highly advanced processing facilities. This is the hidden journey of kale, where precision, innovation, and relentless demand collide to deliver what ends up on your plate. Let's begin. Kale, a member of the cabbage family, is far more complex than it looks. With thick, textured leaves, sometimes tightly curled, sometimes flat. It comes in multiple varieties like curly kale, dinosaur kale, also known as lacinato, and Russian red kale. But here's where it gets interesting. Beneath that rough exterior lies a nutritional powerhouse loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, which is exactly why health enthusiasts pushed it into the spotlight. However, kale's real strength is its ability to thrive where other crops struggle. It grows best in cooler climates, especially in the northern United States, and can survive frost conditions that would destroy more delicate plants. In fact, cold temperatures actually reduce its bitterness and enhance its natural sweetness. But producing kale on a massive scale is not as simple as it sounds, and this is where things start to get intense. Harvesting millions of pounds of kale across the country is a logistical challenge that has forced the industry to evolve rapidly. What once depended entirely on manual labor has now transformed into a combination of human effort and powerful industrial machines. Today, there are three main harvesting methods, each with its own advantages and its own hidden compromises. On large industrial farms, fully automated harvesting machines dominate the fields. These machines aren't just tools. They're engineering powerhouses designed to handle enormous workloads with speed and precision. In a single day, they can clear vast fields that would take human workers days, even weeks, to complete. Equipped with rotating blades and conveyor systems, they slice the plants at the base, separate leaves from stems, and transfer everything into large storage bins, all in one continuous motion. This level of efficiency has made it possible to meet the skyrocketing demand for kale products like chips, frozen packs, and ready-to-eat greens. But here's the catch. While these machines are incredibly fast, they aren't perfect. They can't always distinguish between premium leaves and damaged ones. And that small limitation, it can lead to higher waste or lower quality batches slipping through. Still, at this scale, speed often outweighs perfection, and that's the trade-off driving the entire industry forward. To balance this problem, many large farms rely on semi-automated harvesting, a method that blends machine efficiency with human judgment. In this system, machines move through the fields cutting the stems, but the real control comes afterward. Workers follow closely behind, collecting the plants and feeding them into machines that strip the leaves from the stems. This process allows for a critical layer of quality control. Humans can identify damaged or substandard leaves before they make it into the final batches. It's not as fast as full automation, but it's far more precise. And in an industry where quality directly affects market value, that balance becomes crucial. But despite all this technology, there's one method that refuses to disappear: manual harvesting. On smaller farms or in premium production areas, kale is still harvested by hand. Workers move carefully through each row, cutting leaves near the base using sharp knives. This allows for selective harvesting, where only the best, fully mature leaves are chosen. Every movement is deliberate, every cut controlled. Farmers often start early in the morning to avoid heat that could damage the leaves, and they rely on touch and experience to judge quality, something no machine can fully replicate. It's slower, more labor-intensive, and far more expensive, but the result is unmatched quality. And in high-end markets, that difference matters. But the journey doesn't end once the kale leaves the field. In fact, this is where another transformation begins. After harvesting, kale is transported to processing facilities, places where raw crops are turned into the polished products consumers recognize. The first stage is cleaning, and it's far more advanced than a simple rinse. Massive washing systems blast away dirt, pesticides, and debris using controlled water pressure and multi-stage cleaning techniques. At the same time, automated sorting systems, or sometimes human inspectors, remove any damaged or discolored leaves. In some high-tech facilities, optical scanners are even used to detect imperfections with extreme precision. And here's something most people never think about. The leaves that don't make the cut aren't wasted. They're often repurposed into animal feed or compost, making the process more sustainable than it appears on the surface. And for those who prefer kale in its simplest form, fresh packed kale is where everything comes together, but what happens next might not be what you expect. After cleaning and sorting, the kale enters a stage that looks simple, but is actually critical to its survival on store shelves. The leaves are gently dried using controlled air systems, carefully removing moisture without damaging their delicate structure. Too much moisture and the product spoils. Too little and it loses its freshness. Once dried, the kale is precisely weighed and sealed into plastic packaging, often with microventilation to regulate airflow and extend shelf life. Every package is labeled, inspected, and shipped, eventually landing in grocery stores where it appears effortless, ready for salads, smoothies, or a quick sauté. But behind that convenience is a tightly controlled process where even small mistakes can ruin entire batches. Then comes one of the most surprising transformations: kale chips. What started as a niche health trend has quietly turned into a booming snack category. But the process isn't as simple as baking leaves. First, the kale is carefully destemmed, removing the tough central ribs that would otherwise ruin the texture. The leaves are then coated with precise seasoning blends, olive oil, nutritional yeast, and spices, each measured to maintain consistency at scale. But here's where things get technical. The leaves are baked or dehydrated at controlled low temperatures. Too hot, and nutrients are destroyed. Too cool, and the leaves stay soggy. The entire process depends on exact timing and temperature control to achieve that perfect crisp without sacrificing flavor or nutritional value. Once cooled, the chips are sealed in airtight packaging to lock and crunch. It's a delicate balance, and getting it wrong can turn a premium snack into waste within minutes. For those who prioritize convenience, chopped kale has become one of the fastest growing segments in the market. But even this simple product hides a surprisingly complex process. It begins with removing the thick stems, leaving behind only the tender leaves. These leaves are then fed into advanced cutting machines designed to shred them into uniform, bite-sized pieces, without bruising or crushing them. Because here's the reality: damaged kale doesn't just look bad, it spoils faster. After chopping, the leaves go through another round of washing and gentle drying to ensure cleanliness without compromising texture. The result is a product that looks fresh, feels crisp, and is ready to use instantly. Packed into resealable bags, it's designed for speed, quick salads, fast stir-fries, or last-minute meals. But what most consumers don't realize is how much precision is required just to maintain that fresh appearance. Some facilities take this a step further by blending kale with other greens like spinach or arugula, creating ready-to-use salad mixes tailored for modern diets. But this introduces another challenge: consistency. Every bag must have the same balance, the same weight, the same visual appeal. That's why strict quality checks are built into every stage of production. In more advanced facilities, even pre-washing treatments include edible coatings designed to slow down oxidation and extend freshness without affecting taste. It sounds simple, but it's a highly controlled system where science and food production intersect. And without it, these products wouldn't last long enough to reach consumers in usable condition. But here's the bigger picture. Kale's rise isn't just about trends or marketing. It reflects a deeper shift in how people think about food. Its ability to grow in diverse climates, resist pests, and require fewer chemical inputs makes it one of the more sustainable crops in modern agriculture. At the same time, its versatility, from chips to salads, has made it accessible to almost every type of consumer. However, there's an underlying contradiction. As demand increases, so does the pressure to produce faster, cheaper, and at a larger scale. And that often brings the industry back to the same question: efficiency or quality. From its humble beginnings in open fields to its transformation inside highly controlled processing facilities, kale's journey is far more complex than it appears. Whether it harvested by hand with extreme care, processed through semi-automated systems, or handled by massive industrial machines, every step is part of chain designed to deliver perfection, or at least the illusion of it. Because by the time it reaches your plate, all the struggle, precision, and compromise behind it is completely invisible. And maybe that's the real twist. So the next time you toss kale into a smoothie or open a bag of kale chips, take a second to think about what you're actually holding. Not just a healthy snack, but the result of an entire system built on speed, technology, and the constant pursuit of better food.